Dalib Solomon Monthly, Esquire, the National President of Bidom Youth Molder Association. Here we are presently at Tare Hamlet of Jol Community Rim Local Government Area, Plateau State. Behind me here is a mass grave where 3 brothers who were the only surviving children of an aged mother were gruesomely killed last night by bandits who came all the way from Rankum, popularly known as Mahanga, and also Lugere area, Guava, Fas, and what have you. And then they came and perpetrated this heinous crime last night at about 10 p.m. when the weather was drizzling. And even as we are talking now, you can see up those hills are the cows that had already passed through a military high ground at Daku, which there is a pole there, and then between it is also Darwat. And despite killing these people last night, they are still moved freely and are grazing, and the next thing it will be another attack again. And not only another funny aspect of it is that even while the mass burial was ongoing, there were shootings around the Darwat area, and these are bandits that came all the way from Fas and in broad daylight, and they were spotted by security that are stationed around Kwi, and even the security high ground that are at Daku also saw them. And of course, there was also a communication between one of the Fúlàní at first with the area commander, who was misinforming and lying to the area commander that security personnel were shooting at their cows or at their people, whereas they were the ones now shooting towards Darwat, and then the security spotted them. And this is one of the hamlet that was attacked last night, and 3 young people were gruesomely murdered. One among them is a vigilante who had sacrificed his life to ensure that this community, survives. The community is under watch. And then these bandits and terrorist elements that have already established their biggest enclave within the middle belt from Mahanga, and then came and perpetrated this. And Mahanga is still standing up to date, up to tomorrow. Nobody has done anything. There is no rape that has been carried out in that location, and then they are still coming to graze right into the community, all over the community, destroying farm crops. Last week, they mowed down so many farmlands in this same community. And grazing, they use it as a decoy and also a shield, to cover themselves and then come, because what? Grazing has been made an untouchable. In short, animals have been made, cows belonging to the Fúlàní have been made an untouchable living beings as far as we're concerned. Now, we can see they came and did the grazing and also killed people, and then it has not been stopped. Both the killing and the grazing has not been stopped. And we're still telling that if grazing will not be stopped, not only in Jol community, in Riom, but in all affected local government within Plateau State, people, native inhabitants, law-abiding citizens will keep dying under the hands of these terrorists that have come and settled and are moving freely without any restraint. Is it because the people don't have arms that they can engage them? And if at all vigilante were able to neutralize 1 or 2 of them, Magban will go on air and say that Bureau militia killed Fúlàní headsmen. Now, look at what the terrorists, not even militia, the terrorists came and perpetrated. And it is their own land. It is the land belonging to our people. They have been chased from their ancestral homestead, taking over the land. They have made everywhere to be a grazing field by force, and nobody will dare do anything. And if the community rise up to resist that kind of grazing, the security will come after them. And then the next thing is that somebody will be killed again. So what kind of life is this now? Now the people have been forcefully imprisoned. You cannot talk, you cannot resist them, you cannot do anything. This is the kind of situation we have found ourselves in. And now, as a result of this, an aged mother who is counting up to 70, 80 or 90 years is now left to look after 8 to 9 grandchildren that these young people left for her. Imagine this kind of life. And one of the brothers of these 3 young people was killed at Mahanga when the native inhabitants were displaced. Another one died last year, and today 3. Now the 5 young people, the 5 male children that this mother was blessed with by God, now the Fúlàní have taken them away, have wiped the entire family. It is unthinkable that in a system that we believe is working, and the people are dying in their ancestral home state by bandits, by terrorists who came and grabbed lands and are occupying them. And as if the land already grabbed is not sufficient for them to continue their terrorism, they will still want to have more. And of course, their target is to ensure that Jol community is overrun, Rim and other neighboring communities are overrun, so that they will now establish their terrorist enclave. In short, they will even want to take over the local government. Because for the first time, Fulanis have started contesting for councillorship. It means they've been looking for population. They are looking for landmass, and they have gotten it under the watch of the relevant authorities that ought to have flushed them out. But they fail. And they not only fail, they refuse. Because this terrorism is not that the security agents are not up and doing. It's not that they don't have the requisite capacity to flush out these bandits and terrorist elements. But of course, maybe because of the political will, or because of the compromise from some of them. And so it is now, and it is invariably an encouragement to terrorism. And that is why it is thriving on daily basis. It started all these crises on the plateau, aside the one that started in Jos in 2001. The next community that was attacked was Jol community. From this same Mahanga, that they took over the whole place. And from that time up to date, killings have been, increasing on daily basis. And their houses are also increasing in number. The houses of the bandits and the terrorists are increasing in number. So it therefore means they are possibly at the verge of taking over if nothing is done. So therefore, we are calling on government. We are calling on international communities. We are calling on the Israeli Mossad, US government, and all allied countries that are concerned and are passionate about humanity in this global village to come to the aid of these inhabitants, to come to the aid of these vulnerable and helpless communities, so that these people can live and enjoy their lives, enjoy this right to life that God has given them. But of course, allowing this thing, that is why we're saying that the life of every individual here, hundreds and thousands of people that are living within this general area are threatened. Every individual here is threatened by bandits that have been condoned, whose activities have been condoned and allowed. Something should be done. We are calling something should be done. When someone is pushed to the wall, he either surrenders to the bandits and be killed, or be subjected to a life of servitude, or the person should resist and take over what belongs to him, what has been taken over from him. So these are the options that are available for us to explore. So either government should come and do the right thing, the needful, or the people will have to do it. Because the way in which, the manner in which this land have been grabbed by the silence on the part of the relevant authorities is also an indication or a message, a poser to the law-abiding citizens whose land have been taken over, to also resort to same modus operandi, the commando style and what have you, that the Fulanis and the bandits have adopted to, grab those lands. So that same should also be explored, should also be set in motion to have those lands taken over, recovering them from the bandits. I think these are the options that are available for us. But of course, government, rise up. Rise up. I want to believe the bandits will never in any way vote President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Neither will they vote Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. The bandits will never in any way. It is these people who, if they are protected, they are your strength. They are the strength of your victory. So please, us, we are appealing, rise up. What you are doing, we are not appreciating it. We are appreciating what you are doing. But more is still expected. More needs to be done. People in this place need to be alive. Their safety need to be guaranteed. Ban to open grazing should be, as a matter of urgency on the plateau, be declared. Be declared, because it's no longer grazing. It is act of terrorism, a subtle way of terrorism which has been giving them, you know, significant results. Day before yesterday, they went to Rim and killed a former legislator. Today, last night in Jol, they have come and killed 2. And then even yesterday or day before yesterday, they even killed the military security personnel. Isn't that a message that we and the security should come together and fight this uncircumcised element that have infiltrated and have taken over individuals' land or people's communities' land? Shouldn't that be the logic? Isn't that something that we can put our heads together and do it? So security, it is up to you to agree, we join hands and fight the bandits, or you continue with this role that you have come to make peace. And I can never see that a peace will be made between law-abiding citizens and terrorists. You cannot make peace with terrorists. You send the terrorists to where they belong. Justice is what is required. Justice is a fundamental issue, is a crux of the whole matter. Justice not only to these people killed, but justice to their families, justice to the state, and also justice to the bandits who kill. Because the law says he who kills should also be killed. He doesn't deserve to live. So justice is not a one-way traffic. Justice to all parties, the state, the victims, and also the perpetrators who are living just behind these shrubs. Just behind these shrubs, that is where they are living. And they've been allowed to live and establish their enclave, and their new houses are increasing on daily basis, erecting new houses. And it is from anger they plan attacks not only within Plateau, but within the Middle Belt region. From anger, I got to know about Karela Mido, not that I've ever been to Taraba, but it is because of the secret meetings. They plan to continue perpetrating terrorism, that I got to know that it's from here they are once planned an attack in Karela Mido in Taraba State. So allowing this place to continue is a very big threat to the security of Nigeria, not only Plateau. Because if Plateau is gone, if Plateau is brought down by Mahanga, it means Nigeria has lost, and also the world has lost to terrorism. So something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. That is our message.
A.L.F. Yoruba TV.